Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, this past week we had a few summerish type of days, followed by very winterish type of days on Saturday, and especially on Sunday. We saw some snow and a lot of wind around the area, and that definitely kept a lot of people off the water. But the good thing is now we're talking water. We're not talking ice. We moved on to the open water season. Still up to the north, there's some ice sheets around the area. Not able to fish on, obviously, but there's still some, let's say, abilities in some areas way up north to cast from shore. But for the most part, most of the lakes and rivers south of, let's say, Highway 14 are completely wide open and able to, to take a boat on there. But some of the boat docks have not been put in yet, so keep that in mind. But, with the nicer weather that we saw, and some people were able to get out and catch a few nice fish. The lakes that produced walleyes down the southeastern part of the state this past week included Ponset, Thompson, 81 Ponds, Madison off the points, and then also Island, Brant. We haven't talked about Brant in quite a while, and then also Vermilion and Twin. And remember, Twin is the trophy lake where the walleyes have to be 28 inches or larger to keep. Otherwise, everyone seems to be going to the Missouri River, especially those that are fishing from boat. They're having a lot of luck out there. And really, this time of year, you don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure out what they're doing. Jigs and minnows are definitely been the tactic to use out there, as well as area lakes. But out in the Missouri River, the jig that a lot of people have been using is the crystallized jig. I don't know what it is about it, maybe the crystal eye, but that has definitely been the lure or the jig of choice for many anglers out in the Missouri River, as well as at area lakes. Other jigs include the VMC Moonite has been working okay, as well as the Google-Eye jig. And what makes the Google-Eye jig a little bit unique is the fact that it has a rattle. But it seems like, the bite has been on one day and off the next. So, again, you got to move around to find those active fish. And so what people have been doing, if you can believe it, have been pulling plugs in some areas. Some guys have been using reapers to get down a little bit deeper, and then also a few husky jerks, as well as the Salmo Hornets have all been working okay out there. So, again, they're looking for those active fish. Once they find them, then they basically jig alongside the boat and go that way with those the jigs that we talked about. So again, this time of year, jigs and minnows, jigs and plastics work really well. Jigs and swim baits from shore on area lakes have also been producing some nice walleyes as well. So again, keep that in mind this upcoming week. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about something that a lot of people associate with ice fishing, and it's not always that way. And more people are using this tool year-round. You use the investment, you spend the money, you might as well use it year-round. And I'm not talking about, Garmin Live Scopes or forward-facing sonar, but I am talking about cameras. The AquaView camera, the Markham camera, any of these smaller cameras, handheld cameras, are great to use this time of year. You can use them to go out there in the boat and, scout out your spots, see really what's all going on out there. Also, when you're using those forward-facing sonars, you don't know what type of fish it actually is. So why not drop a camera down there and take a look? And that will also help you figure out what is that fish doing with your presentation. So these cameras are fairly inexpensive, and they're meant to be used year-round. They're not only for ice fishing. These are a great tool to help you better understand what those fish are actually doing and what kind of fish they are. You'll actually see a lot of guys on the Bassmaster Classics using the AquaView cameras to help them figure out what's going on, especially when they're scouting out spots. So again, if you spent the money on a camera, use it year-round. If you still don't have a camera, make sure you stop on by here at the store, because we have a lot of these cameras on special right now. So again, use them year-round. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like to share your photo with all of us here at Dakota Angler and also on the Fishing Report, all you have to do is send it to me. Send it to Todd at DakotaAngler.com. And, folks, before we end this week's report, I want to remind you that a lot of people come into the store and are just amazed at the selection that we have here at the store. I honestly think we make some of the big box stores a little nervous because the selection is second to none. When you're talking about just tackle, rods, reels, you name it, we have it right here at Dakota Angler. And if you can't make it to the store, make sure you check us out on the web at DakotaAngler.com, because anything that you see on the show floor or the store floor is available on our website, and we'll ship it out to you right away. So again, make sure you stop on by, check out the great selection. And again, we appreciate all the support that you've given us throughout the past year, and we are hoping to have another great open water season, as I'm sure all of you are as well. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. And again, folks, thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Stay healthy, and always stay safe.